Hi, welcome back to Golf Training Hacks. In the golf swing, we need to get most of our rotation from our hips, our shoulders, and our T-spine. But unfortunately, for a lot of recreational golfers, their everyday posture makes that really difficult to do. Because they're in a posture that I've talked about often called upper cross syndrome. And it's very common in the modern world. You've seen it everywhere. It's that hunched over position where your upper back has too much flexion and your shoulders are rolled into the midline. Now, to reverse that, you need to work on the muscles in your upper back, the muscles that are stretched out and weakened. And you also need to work on the muscles in the front of your chest that are pulling your shoulders into the midline. So you need to loosen these muscles up and strengthen the muscles in your back. But there's another thing you can do to help your shoulder function, and that is put your shoulder joints in better positions. Because for joints to work correctly, they have to be in a good position. That's how they work most effectively, and that's how they reduce injury risk. So in this video, we're going to work on improving the joint position of our shoulders by using weights and isometrics. So let's get started. Improving the position of your shoulder joints are so important. We really need to get out of this upper cross syndrome, this dumped forward, hyperflexed position of our shoulders and upper back. Now, one of the ways we can work on that is to improve the position of our shoulder joint. And I'm going to show you how to do that next. A way to test to see if you are stuck is when you lay down, can you just drop your shoulder to the mat or to the floor? Now, there's no gap between my shoulder and the floor. If you can't get your shoulder down all the way, then you're stuck in that upper cross syndrome position. So we're going to use a weight and an isometric hold to help us normalize that joint. So you grab a weight, it could be a dumbbell, it could even be a gallon of water, but you need something a little heavy, and you press it up, and then you just let the weight of the kettlebell, in this case, sink your shoulder down to the floor. And I'm going to hold this for 10 seconds. Okay, so you can hold it for longer if you want. Using a weight and an isometric hold is a great way to reposition your shoulder joint. Another way to reset the shoulder joint is to use a rocking motion. And in this case, I'm going to use a single arm rock. And the single arm rock is going to do pretty much the same thing that the kettlebell hold did, except now I'm going to put some motion on it. So a basic rock is this. I mean, if you've been with us for a while, you know that's a basic rock. So all I'm going to do now is post on one arm, keep one arm to my side, or wherever you want to put it, but I leave it here, and I'm going to rock back and forth. So basically what I'm doing is putting the same kind of load in my shoulder that I did with the kettlebell. My body weight is pushing my shoulder joint back into its socket, but this time, instead of holding it statically or isometrically, I'm using rocking to put some motion in the joint as well. Now, we could do a straight rock. We could also do some turning with this. So instead of just rocking forward and putting that load into it, I can rock forward and turn. It doesn't have to be a big turn, just a little turn. So now I'm getting some load in here, some force. I'm resetting the joint. I'm getting a little rotation, and I'm also getting movement. So that's another great way to put some movement into the shoulder joint while you're resetting it. So if you found this helpful, we'd love you to subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. because we want to get our message out to as many people as possible about improving movement quality. So tell all your golfer friends, and you know what? It's not just really for golfers. A lot of people can benefit from improving their movement quality. So thanks for watching.